Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It is me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about the OLED, especially the OLED, and then let's talk about my other televisions that I have and all the other televisions that I have tested before in the past. Sorry about that. I'm having some problems here with my camera. So, what am I talking about? Well, as you all know, that this year I have bought an OLED, and last year I have been skeptical about the OLED because I bought into this whole witch hunt, this whole uh, wild goose chase on this burn-in and retention that I never experienced. I never experienced on my first OLED TV, B6. I have never experienced on my second OLED TV, C6, which I loved. And I sure as hell did not experience the burn in or retention on my C7. But I bought into it. I already talked about this. I bought into this whole fear mongering. Oh, you're going to have an immediate burn in. Don't buy the OLED. All is the trash. Stay with the Sony. Sony's the best TV. So I tried the Sony. Stay with the TCL. TCL's the best TV. So I tried the TCL. Go with the Samsung KS8000, so I did. Go with the LG UH 7700, so I did. Go with the Vizio, so I did. And I also went with, of course, Samsung KS8000, along with the QLED Q8FN, and two different versions of TCL series, the P605 and then the R617. I still have those panels. I still have those televisions. I still have them. Why am I telling you all of this? I'm telling you this because I need you to understand that this is coming from unbiased point of view. This is coming from somebody, which I hate to repeat this like a broken record, because it should be obvious by now that I'm not sponsored. It should be obvious by now that I'm not a shill for anybody, okay? And I'm unbiased, and I'm trying to give you, when I started this channel, I really want to give you guys my passion for the picture quality on the TVs. I want to give you my honest look into the TVs, and I want to give you my unbiased, honest view. And that's what I try to do. You guys ask me to be honest with you, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be honest, okay? Now, the reason I mention all of these LCD television panels, because all of these televisions that I own and have owned, from Vizio to Sony to TCL to Samsung, all of these televisions are all LCD technology. Now, is that a bad thing? Of course, it's not a bad thing. Uh, you know, they're still great TVs. They're still selling. They're still great. People still have them. Okay, the LCD is still there, but the LCD is not the only technology in town. There's another technology called organic light, organic light emitting diode, which means emissive panel. It's a totally new technology. Okay, people try to compare OLED to plasma. Listen, plasma, it's an old technology, works on different principles. Okay, it becomes too warm, too yellow. There's a lot of different things you can do on the plasma that you can do on OLED. So people shouldn't be comparing plasma to OLED. Okay, sure, plasma was better in terms of viewing angles than the LCD, of course, but plasma had its share of its issues and problems. It was too much on power consumption. It was too warm. The panel would like sometimes be like an oven with overheat. People didn't like that. It was too heavy. There's many different factors about why the plasma didn't do so well. OLED, it's a total different beast. Now, granted, OLED, it's not without its faults. There is no perfect TV. You know, I'm not here to be some kind of like fanboy holding a jersey saying that that the OLED it's a perfect TV. I'm not here to hold a jersey to tell you that the OLED's a perfect TV. It's not a perfect TV. There is no perfect TV. I have said that millions of times. If you're out there looking for a perfect TV, you need to look at your bank account because you're wasting money. There is no such a thing as a perfect TV. It doesn't exist. Okay, there is no holy grail TV. There is no monolith TV. Okay, what we have is we have preferences, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing that we have preferences. Okay, and I'm not against people buying LCD TVs. Hey, if you love QLED, knock yourself out, buy a QLED. If you love Sony, knock yourself out, buy a Sony. If you love the Vizio, knock yourself out, buy a Vizio. Okay? I'm not against people buying different types of TVs. You should buy a TV that's good for you and you only. If that's what you like, then go with that. But don't tell me and don't justify to me that the QLED beats OLED. Don't justify to me that the Vizio beats OLED. Don't justify to me that Sony Z9D beats OLED. Okay, don't justify that to me. That you cannot justify to me because I have these panels. I have all these different televisions. I have tested them all. The reason your televisions, Sony, Z9D, QLED, Samsung, your Vizio, the new Vizio P Quantum, which is pretty much the same thing as Q8FN, close to Q9FN. Okay, they're in competition with the Samsung. Oh, Sony 930E, X900F, all these televisions out there, okay? They're all LCD panels. They're all LCD panels. And I don't understand why is this so difficult for people to understand. I don't care how many local dimming zones they put on that new Sony TV that has LCD panel. I don't care how many local dimming zones they put on that new Vizio, on that new Samsung. I don't care. It's still an LCD panel. All right, this is the LCD. It's LCD. And right behind it, you got full array of gazillions of LED lights. Those lights have to emit through that LCD. I don't care if you put quantum dots on there. I don't care what you put, nano crystals, whatever you put on there. It doesn't matter. It's emitting. It's backlighting. The light is going through and it's hitting through that LCD panel and it's lighting up every and each pixel. And you need to have those LEDs in order to do that. With the OLED, it's emitting by itself every and each individual pixel on, it could be as thin as a paper, and it can emit every and each pixel. Okay? So, why is this so difficult for people to understand? When you start telling me that this new Sony Z9F or Z9D or this new Samsung with the Q9, whatever C series, this new 9 series that's coming out, 2019 QLED series from Samsung are going to defeat the OLED, that's just simply not true. It cannot defeat the OLED because it's using the same old technology. It's using the same old technology. All they're doing is they're just putting some little extra touches. Oh, let's adjust a little bit more. Let's tell them that we have more local dimmings on there. People will buy into it. They're gonna buy it. Trust me. These sheeps will buy into it. We put a little extra local dimmings. We'll put a little extra peak brightness. They're gonna buy into it. They're gonna buy into it. And you know what? They will buy into it. Because you can't think for yourself. You can't do a research. And you won't take a word from somebody who is unbiased like me, who has all these televisions, to tell you that if you want the best viewing angles, if you want the best picture quality, if you want the best pitch black deep dark levels, guess what? There's only one panel in town, and that's OLED. But people say, but OLED's too expensive. So is QLED. So is Sony Z9D. So it's Z9F. They're all expensive. But you're still getting an old technology. You're still getting LCD technology. At least with the LG, with the OLED, you are getting a totally new technology. Brand new technology. It might be maybe a few years old, but it's still new. And it's still going strong. Since 2012, it's still going strong. And they have improved. Every each year, LG has improved, you know. So you got to ask yourself a one simple question. And I want you guys to ask yourself one very simple question. Remember, I'm not a salesperson here. I'm not here to sell you a TV. Because you know that I have all these TVs. I have them. Therefore, I cannot be a shill for either of these companies. I cannot be a shill for anyone because I'm not sponsored. I'm not paid for. Okay? There's a huge difference there. Okay? Ask yourself this question. And remember, this is not about me. This is about you. Because you're the one that's looking to buy a TV. All right. So ask yourself this question. What is the reason for you to go out to store and buy a TV? What is it that you are looking for on a TV? Okay, let me repeat this question one more time, and I want you guys to ask yourself this question. What is it that you are looking for on a TV? I'll repeat one more time. What is it that you are looking for on a TV, on any TV? What is it that you are looking for? What is that you're looking for? That one thing that you're always looking for. What is that on these new TVs? That one thing that you're always looking for. What is it? Ask yourself that question. Take your time. Ask yourself that question. What is it that you're looking for? Is it a peak brightness? Well, this is peak brightness. The sun that's just beaming right behind me. If that's what you're after, fine. But we all know that's not what you're after. We all know that everybody out there, in all honesty, is looking for that one thing. That one thing only. And what is that one thing only? I hope some of you guys can already figure this out and answer this, but I'll answer it for you. It's picture quality. Picture quality. Isn't that the reason why you buy these TVs? Isn't that the reason why you complain to me when my videos are in 360p and when they look horrible by the time the YouTube processes them to 4K or 1080p or 1440p? Isn't that the reason why you want to buy a TV? You're looking for a quality. Isn't that the reason why you're buying a new TV? You're looking for the quality. Now, the LCD technology. Sure, LCD technology has improved, and it's amazing how far the LCD technology has come through. Okay? I have them. Okay? I have LCD panels, and it's amazing how far they have pushed through. And it's amazing they're still in business, that they're still selling after all these years. It's amazing. Okay? But remember, it's still an LCD panel. It has limitations. It's lacking that important thing. And what's that? Emissive. To be an emissive panel. LCD cannot emit by itself. It cannot self-individually turn off every and each pixel. Cannot do that. Okay? Because it's an LCD panel. It needs some sort of a backlighting. Like right now, it needs some sort of a backlighting right behind me. That's why I'm doing this video like this. It needs some kind of a backlighting to emit my face and everything here you see. To emit every and each pixel. That's LCD in a nutshell. I don't care what type of LCD you're using, whether you're using twisted pneumatic, whether you're using vertical alignment, it doesn't matter. Whether you're using IPS, in-plane switching, it doesn't matter. It is still an LCD technology. It means it's emitting a light from behind. Okay? OLED doesn't do that. Your cell phones, why do you think your cell phones look so good? Ask yourself that question. Is it because it's using an LCD panel? If it was using an LCD panel, you would shit on that phone. You would complain about that phone. It's not using a LCD technology. It's using an AMOLED technology, OLED technology. The same thing with the iPhone. Same thing with the Samsung. That's why it looks so good. But let's talk about the burn-in. This witch hunt, this witchery, this witchcraft of OLED. Let's talk about that. Again, does it exist? Of course it exists. But the chances of you getting that burn-in are really not that high if you know what you're doing. If you are careful. If you're not forcing that TV. What do I mean by forcing it? Like if you got everything turned on to the maximum, you turn off your energy saving, your standby mode off, everything off. If you turn everything off and you just use everything full peak brightness, and you put a loop of some sports game that you have DVR, you put it on a loop for like 40 seconds to repeat itself with a big logo, and you keep it on like that for like 7 days, 8 days, maybe 2 weeks. Guess what's going to happen? Eventually you're going to get that burn-in because you're forcing it. You're forcing it to happen. Okay? The Gorilla Glass eventually will break after a forceful tries and tries of thousands of people. It's going to break eventually. Slowly but surely. So if you're forcing something, eventually it's going to break. Okay? And I don't understand why is this so difficult for people to understand. This is my fourth OLED from B6, C6, C7, and now E8, my fourth OLED. I have yet to see any problems. Not even a retention. I was like, okay, I'm not getting a burn-in, fine. Let me at least get a retention. Yes, I do have a warranty on it. But let me get a retention. At least a retention. Because I can fix the retention. I can, go ahead and there's a way to do it. Okay. There's a filter you can use. It takes about an hour to do it. You can fix that. Let me at least get a retention. Nothing. Not even a retention. No burn-in. No nothing. Am I a shill for LG? No, I'm not. Am I sponsored? No, I'm not. You guys know me. You know who I am. I got over 4,000 videos. Go ahead, stop this video, search my name, Sony X900E. Type in Mr. 4K Upscaler, Sony X900E, and all those videos about the Sony X900E and its settings will show up. Type my name and TCL P605, Mr. 4K Upscaler, TCL P605. You'll find videos about that as well. Type my name, TCL R617, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Those videos will show up. Type my name, Mr. 4K Upscaler, KS8000. Those videos will show up. Okay? Type my name about the projectors, BenQ and Epson 2150 Home Cinema. Those videos will show up. Type my name about the different types of a 4K monitors. My name will show up. Like BenQ, EW, what's the other one? LG. All of them will show up. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because this is coming from somebody who has tested, who has bought all these televisions and tried all these televisions. And I'm telling you, when I look at all these televisions, in comparison to the OLED brings me the best picture quality. And you know that I have these TVs. You've seen the videos of them. You've seen me do a countless of videos on them. I even had LG UH7700 after I traded it in for a KS8000. Okay? You guys know I have these TVs. And yes, I have QLED, Q8FN. You know I have Q8FN as well. It's sitting there. I have it. It's sitting right next to the OLED. I have it. So when I tell you unbiasedly that OLED will give you a best picture quality, I do mean that sincerely. Okay? If OLED was this horrible TV, people say it's not bright enough. Well, how bright do you want it to be? How bright do you want it to be? Have you ever seen one of those big strobe flashlights? Those big giant strobe flashlights? Have you ever seen one of them? If somebody points those big strobe flashlights into your eyes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. OLED, it's bright enough as it is. Okay? It may not be 1500 nits, but it's bright enough and it gives you a good picture quality. And I have tried all these other televisions. You know, people think, oh, this new Vizio is coming on, it's going to do something different. It's not going to do anything different other than just try to compete with Samsung. It's just a replica of a Q8FN. The only difference is with the Vizio, you're getting Dolby Vision. So that could be a reason for you to jump into a Vizio P Quantum Series because it has a Dolby Vision. That would be my only reason, honestly, to jump into a Vizio. But are you going to get something special in terms of picture quality that's going to beat Q9FN or that's going to beat OLED? No, it cannot beat OLED because it's using an LCD panel. Again, it's using an LCD panel. Okay, micro LED. It's the only thing on the horizon. The micro LED is the only contender. It's the only competition that the OLED's going to have. It's micro LEDs from Samsung. But we don't know too much about micro LEDs except that it's a emissive panel. It's emitting by itself, and it can go to as 8K, 12K, as high of resolution as you want, and that's pretty good. Okay, which I think it's ridiculous. If you go past 33 million pixels, I think it's ridiculous. But micro LEDs, it's not out. No one has tested micro LED panels. Samsung is not allowing anybody to even get near micro LED panels. They're not allowing anybody to test micro LEDs. They're not giving it to any of these high-tech guys on the YouTube to test them. They're not doing it. They're still keeping it locked behind the door. So we don't know much about micro LEDs. So I don't want to talk about micro LEDs because I don't know much about them because no one has tested them yet. Okay. Currently, as of this recording, 2019, April 8th, 2019, currently, right now, for the record, OLED is your only best bet if you want the best picture quality. If you want the best picture quality, get yourself a 65-inch OLED C8 or B8, C8 or E8, and you're gonna see just how beautiful the movies will look, your news channels, everything else will look on that TV. Now, granted, you have to do some tweaking, you have to do some picture settings, adjustments, but once you do that, you're gonna enjoy the picture quality, okay? When the micro LED comes out, I'll be the first one. When micro LEDs comes out, I'll be the first one to buy the micro LEDs, and I'll be the first one to put it side by side, the OLED, and I'll be able to tell you the difference. Okay. So, I want to end this video on this note. Again, I'm not here to pander to you. I'm not here to tell you what to buy. I'm not here to tell you how you should spend your money. I'm not a salesperson, okay? I'm an honest person, and I give an honest, unbiased points of view. But don't expect me to agree with you if you're going to come with me with some notion that the Samsung is the best TV, that the Samsung crushes everything out there. Samsung, it's a really well-balanced TV for the gaming and the peak brightness and HDR, but it's still missing. It's still missing something. It's missing their viewing angles. It's missing that pitch black, deep dark levels. Okay, it's missing. It's still missing something. And it's missing that picture quality that you get with the OLED. There's still stuff missing there. Why do you think Samsung's moving to micro LEDs? If Samsung believes that the QLED is the best thing there is, then why they are making micro LEDs? They're making the micro LEDs because they know that they have limitations on the LCDs. And they know there will always have a limitation with the LCD panel. I'm not saying you should throw away your LCD panels. I'm not saying you should stop buying LCDs. I'm just simply saying don't expect your LCD panel to beat OLED. If you are buying Sony TV, Z9D, Z9F, if you're buying Q9FN, if you're buying this Vizio P Quantum series, if you're buying these LCD panels in hope, thinking that you're gonna be able to achieve the same level of detail and picture quality that the OLED it's giving you, then you're just simply wasting money. You're not gonna get that. You can't technically get that level of detail because you are using an LCD panel. And I don't care how many dimming zones you put on there, it's simply impossible for you to achieve what OLED is achieving currently. Okay? And like I said, buy whatever TV you want to buy. You know, that's whatever TV you want to buy, that's your choice. You should buy a TV that's good for your needs. You shouldn't buy a TV to compete with someone. But don't expect me to agree with you. Don't expect me to say yes, OLED is the trash and the QLED is the best. No, I'm not gonna agree on that because I know it's bullshit. I know it's not true. Okay. And don't expect me to agree with this whole burn-in thing because I have tested it. Here I am 3 months into my TV EA and still haven't experienced any burn-in. Still haven't experienced any issues with retention. None of that stuff. I still have my television. It still works great. No issues, no problems. So don't expect me to agree on something that's not true. If LG had this issue, which I had said this before, if it was this major blow, this major issue that they had with the burn-in, guess what would happen? They would have a recall. They would pull all of their television panels, all of their models, they would pull them all out. Guess what? They would not invest money into the OLED technology. They would not do that. They would move to something else. They're in business of money first, to make money. And they're not going to invest into technology that breaks easily. And they're doing strong. They're going strong. Last year, the 8 series been doing pretty well. This year, they got the 9 series. They're going to do pretty well. They got some signature OLED TVs. They got the HDMI 2.1. They got the 89-inch OLED with an 8K resolution, 33 million pixels. Yes, that son of a bitch is going to be expensive. But that son of a bitch, that 89-inch with a 33 million pixels and HDMI 2.1 will give you some mind-blowing picture quality. Okay? So, yes, this video, it's long. It's half an hour. But I think I have expressed myself on this issue way too many times, guys. And people who know me, people who follow me, they know that I got to be honest. You know, this was the whole thing, me going back to the OLED, because I realized that something is off here. I realized something is wrong here. There has to be some kind of an agenda. And I'm like, there is an agenda. There's an agenda out there where some people simply don't want to see OLED exist. And some of these individuals, they don't even have an avatar put on their YouTube channel. They have 0 videos, 0 subscribers, but they're going to tell you why OLED sucks. And they're going to go back to their another account that has no avatar. Now they're probably going to put some avatar or something they'll put on there. Those are the trolls. Those individuals, they have no credibility. Why would you listen to somebody like that? Sure, there's individuals out there who criticize the OLED, but my message to them is, did you spend enough time with the OLED? Did you give the OLED enough time? Have you tried the new lineup of OLED? Have you tried the 8 series? Have you tried this new chip? Have you tried dynamic tone mapping? Have you taken a precaution to keep your OLED healthy? You know, I can only speak from my own experience and from the others. And from what I have looked into with my own experience and the others' experience, is that the burn-in has turned into this witch hunt, which it is. If it was this massive epidemic, if the burn-in was the epidemic, well, everyone would have it. I would have it. My friend Howdy would have it. All my friends who know me, they would have it. Luke would have it. Here, let me give a shout out to what's his name? God. Anyway, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, dude. I was gonna give you a shout out, but I just can't remember your name. Okay, sorry about that. My apologies, dude. I can't remember everybody's name. I have way too many subscribers, way too many people. I can't remember every single one of your names. Guys, I want to end this video by saying this. You know that everything I do, it's unbiased. You come to my channel because you want honesty and truth. Well, here I am. I told you I'm going back to the OLED to look back into it again. My fourth OLED. Here I am on my fourth OLED. And you know I have all these other TVs. And I'm telling you, the best picture quality, it's on the OLED. Now, if you don't want to believe this, that's fine. Drink that other Kool-Aid. It doesn't matter to me. But just remember, if you're looking to buy an LCD television that's going to beat OLED, you're never going to find that television until micro LEDs comes out. No LCD television will be able to beat OLED in terms of viewing angles and in terms of picture quality, and then beautiful pitch black deep dark levels and every and each color that emits from it. It's just not going to happen, guys. All right, well, there you have it. I know it's a long video, but it had to be a long video. I had to make this video long for 33 minutes because there was no any other way of me. I can't make this short. I have to speak honestly with you like this, uncut, unfiltered, and I have to tell you the truth. So take this video for what it is. Take it as a honesty. You know that I have all these televisions, and you know that I am not a shill for LG. I'm not sponsored by LG. I'm just here to tell you the truth. And that's all there is to it. I'm just here to tell you the truth. Now, if you don't want to believe me, that's fine. That's your choice. That's your right to have doubts. Okay? That's okay. I'm just here to tell you the truth. But don't expect me to agree with you on something that's not true. Okay? That's not how this works. I like to see things for myself. I like to experience things for myself before I can make a judgment. Okay? That's how this works. I don't go by hearsay. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys. And sorry for the long video, but I have no choice but to make this video 34 minutes long, I think. So there you go. And I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching.